Sporting Journal Radio, presented by Onyx.
Pheasant opener was last weekend. Hopefully you had a good one. We didn't go on Saturday because it gets so crazy around here on public land, and even the private land all gets walked too. So we went duck hunting, and then on Sunday we goose hunted in the morning, and then finally went out and did a little bit of pheasant hunting on Sunday afternoon, and it got so warm that we ended up bailing early. But we did put one pheasant in the, actually just probably ate it up right away. And we shot one pheasant that day and then got out. And the next day though was Tiny's first ever pheasant hunt. So Dina Vick was here. She never shot a pheasant. So we tried to get her out on her first pheasant and got Tiny out for her first pheasant hunt. And this is what happened. So we were finding birds. It was so hot that we were finding birds in the shorter grass. So immediately you want to look at thickets. Like I targeted that willow thicket right there. But as you'll see here, Tiny found a pheasant in the shorter stuff. And when it's that hot, they don't need to be in the heavy cover anyway. You might push them in there, but you'll see Tiny take a hard left coming up here right there. Boom, there comes the pheasant. And then so got the shot done. Dina couldn't shoot at it. She never shot at it. So Tiny's first flush and found that bird for us. And not bad for her first ever pheasant hunt. I was pretty excited about that. And then we hunted for another hour and a half or so. She put up another one, and I was able to shoot that one too. So Dina didn't get a chance. She just wasn't quite in the right position to shoot, but Tiny put up a couple of roosters for us that we knocked down. So successful first hunt for the little pup. I was pretty excited about that. Then the next day we got Mika out, and she put up a bird for us too. She, for as old as she is too, which she's not an old dog. She's turning 11 in January, but she's had some injuries. She's a little gray in the face. She's hunted hard. She's been around for a while. She's got a lot of hunts and a lot of retrieves under her belt. She just looked up at me like, let's go get some more. Come on over here. Come on over here. Anyway, she had a long retrieve on a rooster for us the next day. So it was kind of fun to get the old pups out. But if you're going to go pheasant hunting, don't be afraid to walk through some of the shorter, thinner grass right now. There's not going to be a lot of cover to hold them there. So if you have a flusher like we do, they're going to run on you a little bit and probably head for cover or head for a break where they're going to have to fly. But don't be afraid to stay in some of the shorter stuff, at least until it starts getting a little bit colder and they get into the heavier cover. And then we cooked up some pheasant that night, and one of my favorite ways to do it is a Kung Pao pheasant. Everybody always asks for the recipe. Well, I just tell them, go to the grocery store and buy the Kung Pao kit. It costs $2. So it's a fancy way of doing something real easy, and it's delicious. So there's some Kung Pao pheasant. I made Spanish rice. So that's Kung Pao pheasant over some Spanish rice, and it's absolutely delicious and easy to make, and it takes you about a half hour probably. So once you got that rice cooking and that pheasant cooking, it takes about 20 minutes to cook it or so, and you're eating in about a half hour, which I like quick and easy personally myself. So we'll have a full video on how to make that coming for you shortly. So keep watch our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Sporting Journal Radio if you haven't yet.
Hear more at sportingjournalradio.com or wherever you get podcasts.
Hunt, fish, conserve, repeat. That's the mission here at Sporting Journal Radio, and if you love the outdoors as much as we do, show it off with new wildlife-themed gear from the Sporting Journal Radio store. From hoodies to hats, coffee mugs, wildlife prints, and you can even make your phone stand out with a new case sporting some high-quality wildlife photography. Go to sportingjournalradio.com and click on Store. We have a huge selection of gear with new items being added every week. Powered by Shopify, which is trusted by over 1 million businesses and offering a variety of ways to pay, including PayPal. Shop now at sportingjournalradio.com.